Hi, this is Hitman SOS, and today I'm going to be showing you my collection of Undertaker action figures. And I'm also going to include Kane and BEARER as well in my Undertaker collection, because I don't have that many Kanes or BEARERs, and I kind of associate those guys with Undertaker. So now I've got quite a lot of figures to show you, so I'm going to have to be very brief with each figure. And the first figure I'm going to show you is the Undertaker from Classic Superstars Series 1. Quite frankly, I never liked this figure. I never thought it looked very good. Very basic figure, doesn't really come with any accessories. It just comes with the like one of these kind of Attitude Era belts, which most of the figures in Series 1 came with these belts. This figure is actually very expensive, still mint on card, but I picked this up fairly cheap, like loose, because like I say, I don't like the figure. I didn't really want to pay a lot of money for it. His body type is actually different from all the other figures in the Classic Superstars series, so I'm guessing this is actually like a body type from a previous line of figures, an older series of figures that Jakks done. I'm not too sure. I'm not really familiar with the older Jakks figures. But I mean, his face, the kind of head scan isn't too bad. I'm guessing it's a new head, kind of like on an old reused body. But like I said, I just never really liked this figure. I don't know. I actually think it's pretty crap, to be honest. I don't like it. But you know, it's Series 1 Classic Superstars, and I decided I was going to get all the Series 1 figures. Most of which I bought loose because they were very expensive, so it's another Undertaker for my collection. Okay, this is the Undertaker and BEARER 2-pack from the Classic Superstar series. It's a cool pack. It's awesome to have, you know, Undertaker and BEARER in the same pack. Quite a nice looking Undertaker figure. I don't really have any problems with it. It would have been cool if he come like with his hat and his jacket, you know, his entrance gear. But you know, it's a big improvement over the Series 1 figure. I think it looks a lot better. Comes with the Winged Eagle belt. BEARER comes with an urn. But the most noticeable thing about this pack is the fact that BEARER is actually taller than the Undertaker, which is ridiculous because the Undertaker is a huge guy, like close to 7 foot, and BEARER is not a big guy, so you know, that kind of sucks. But I mean, it's pretty cool that they actually done BEARER. I guess most you know, lines of action figures, you know, they don't usually include managers and that type of thing, so you know, it's pretty cool that they actually done managers and ring announcers and commentators and that type of thing in the Classic Superstars series. That's one of the things I really love about the Jakks Classic Superstars figures. They done figures of guys you wouldn't normally expect to see, but you know, it kind of ruins it when BEARER is like, you know, if Undertaker's close to 7 foot, then you know, BEARER, he's like 7'5" maybe, but you know, that's ridiculous because he's not a particularly tall guy. But you know, like I say, still pretty cool. Not a bad looking Undertaker figure. BEARER's face actually looks pretty good. But you know, Jakks did actually correct the problem with the massive guys towards the end, but unfortunately they didn't do many figures after that. Mr. Fuji, if I remember, was a kind of small guy, which would have been a good body type to use for BEARER, but like I say, that was like virtually, you know, at the end of the Classic Superstars line. Okay, this is the 1 of 3000 Undertaker from the Jakks Classic Superstars series. It's pretty cool. Comes with his entrance jacket, comes with a Winged Eagle belt, removable hat. I think he come with other accessories as well. I can't remember. I think he might have come with a stretcher. You know, I think he come with an urn as well, but you know, I got like so many urn accessories that I like put some of them away. But quite a nice figure. I had to get this one. You know, one of the better versions of Undertaker. You know, looks pretty good. The hat doesn't actually go on his head very well, so that kind of sucks. But, you know, for displaying, I mean, it looks nice. One of the better looking Undertaker figures, I think, in the Jakks Classic Superstar series. You know, I had to get this one because just the fact that he comes with his entrance gear, you know, I thought that was, you know, pretty awesome. Okay, now this is Undertaker, I guess from the Jakks Classic Superstar series. Possibly from the Ruthless Aggression or the Adrenaline series. To be honest, I bought this figure loose off eBay, and I actually thought it was the Undertaker from the Three Faces of Undertaker 3-pack, but I actually have the Undertaker 3-pack, and it is actually slightly different to the Undertaker that comes in that pack, so I don't really know where it come from. I've actually had a few comments on YouTube in the past about this figure, people asking me where I got it from, and I've always told them it was from the Undertaker 3-pack, but it's not. I actually got the Undertaker 3-pack not that long ago, so I've only just found out that it's not that figure. Exactly the same, except just the kind of torso is different. Comes with a removable mask, which is cool. He's got the purple gloves. He's got like the kind of like the separate leg warmer things, whatever they are. Like I say, I'm not exactly sure what series this figure's from, but I like it. It's a good looking Undertaker figure. Pretty awesome. Okay, this is Undertaker, Paul Bearer, and Kane 3-pack. It's an awesome pack. I really love these figures. So you've got like the Ministry of Darkness kind of Undertaker. He's got the removable kind of whatever it is, I don't know, his jacket thing. It comes with this like steel pole thing. I don't know exactly what that's supposed to be. You know, quite a nice version of Undertaker actually. I quite like this one. Comes with Paul Bearer. It's kind of a repaint of the first Paul Bearer that I showed you that come in the 2-pack. You know, he's got like his hair is kind of brown instead of black, and he's wearing a blue suit instead of a black suit. Again, same problem. He's taller than Kane and Undertaker, who are both really tall guys, so that really sucks. But like I say, the fact that you can actually get managers, you know, that's kind of a bonus, I guess, so I'm not going to complain too much, because like I say, most lines of figures don't even include managers and things like that. And you get this Kane, which is a really awesome Kane. I really love this figure. There's not that many masked Kane figures, you know, around, and you know, they're always kind of quite popular and quite desirable. The only thing I don't like is the fact that he's kind of got like his mouth showing, which I don't think he had. His face was actually fully covered up. You know, when he had this kind of attire at this kind of time. This is I guess kind of mid to late 90s. But I love masked Kane figures, and I do like this figure, even though it's a little bit wrong. Maybe he did have this mask, but I think later on he kind of had the mask with the mouth showing, not at this kind of time. But like I say, it's a cool pack. You get Undertaker, Paul Bearer, and Kane. And like I say, I really like the figures in this pack. You know, like the only problem is the fact that Paul Bearer, you know, he's like, I don't know, 7'5", you know, in comparison to the other figures, which is ridiculous, because you know, he's nowhere near as tall as Undertaker in real life. But you know, the Kane and Undertaker are definitely worth you know, buying the pack for. Okay, this is American Badass Undertaker. I don't know too much about this figure. I guess it's from the Ruthless Aggression series, or maybe like one of those Adrenaline 2-packs or something. You know, I'm only really familiar with the Classic Superstar series, but you know, it's not a bad looking Undertaker. I bought this really cheap off eBay. I got it loose, so I thought it was worth adding to my collection for the price I paid for it, because I didn't actually have an American Badass Undertaker at the time, so you know, it was just a kind of a you know, it was a good version of Undertaker to add to my collection. I don't know what accessories or anything it came with. You know, I just bought it loose, come with no accessories. They did actually kind of re-release virtually the same Undertaker in the Classic Superstars series, the very last series, 28. As far as I could see, it's exactly the same figure, except the series 28 Classic Superstars figure come with a completely plain black vest, as opposed to the red vest with the logo on it. So nothing special, but you know, like I say, I didn't have an American Badass, so you know, for the price I paid for it, it was worth me getting it to you know, add to my collection. Okay, this is the Deluxe Classic Superstars Undertaker. I think it's Series 3 Deluxe Classic Superstars. Pretty good figure actually. I kind of like it. Comes with the obviously the painted version of the Winged Eagle belt. You know, all the Deluxe figures come with like the painted belts. You know, the figures that actually come with the belts anyway. Comes with a removable hat. The thing that kind of pisses me off about this, the first figure that I got from this series was Jake the Snake, and on the back of the package it actually shows Undertaker wearing his entrance jacket, but you know, they obviously chose to not put him with the entrance jacket, because the figure does not come with the jacket that it shows on the back of the package for the other figures. So that kind of sucks. And he's got this little tattoo on his arm, and you know, he usually has like tattoos all the way up his arm. Obviously this is an old school Undertaker. I can't remember if he actually had like tattoos all over his arms, kind of, you know, towards the beginning of his career in the WWF, so I don't know if that's accurate or not. But you know, it's not a bad figure, nothing particularly special, but you know, I quite like it. But, you know, it's a Deluxe old school Undertaker, so you know, it's pretty cool. Okay, this is a Deluxe Classic Superstars Kane and Undertaker 2-pack. This is an absolutely awesome pack. I really love these figures. You got Undertaker, kind of like Ministry of Darkness, Undertaker. You know, I'm not a big Undertaker fan, so I can't really like say like exactly like when each particular figure is from or whatever, you know. But it looks really nice. It's got the kind of removable kind of you know, jacket thing. You know, it's got detail on there, and he's got the tattoos all up his arms. Like I say, the Deluxe figures, so they got, you know, really good articulation. But the best thing about this pack is the fact that it comes with this Kane. It's a masked Kane. You know, the cool thing about this version of Kane is you can actually remove his hair and his mask to reveal his face. So that's really awesome. This is actually one of my favorite figures. Actually one of my favorite wrestling figures. You know, I love masked Kane figures, and I would say that this is probably the best masked version of Kane that you can probably get, actually. Really awesome. I really love this pack, and I think you can actually still pick this up now. You know, at not too bad a price. The funny thing is, I've actually seen this Kane figure sell on his own on eBay for a lot more than what you can actually buy the double pack for, so kind of strange. But like I say, Kane, in my opinion, is actually the, you know, worth buying the pack for. The Undertaker is awesome, but you know, to have a masked Kane, you know, that's even more awesome, you know, in my opinion. Okay, this is a masked Kane. It's, you know, actually a later version of Kane than the previous figure I showed you. You know, I do actually prefer like this attire as opposed to this one, but this is a later version. This is kind of what he looked like, you know, before he kind of like unmasked himself. But you know, it's a really cool figure. It's actually quite a rare, quite an expensive figure to get hold of. It is an awesome version of Kane. I can't remember what accessories he came with. But you know, it's one of those figures that don't really matter. It's just it's an awesome figure. So you know, even if he doesn't come with any accessories, it's worth getting because it's awesome. I can't remember what series it's from. I think it's kind of like mid to late teens, Classic Superstars series, maybe 17, 18. I can't remember. But a really awesome figure. I like this one. I really do. I'm actually pleased that I got this before it kind of disappeared and became too expensive. Okay, this is the Deluxe Classic Superstars Kane. This is I can't remember what series. I don't know, series 5 or 6 maybe. Deluxe Classic Superstars. I can't remember. Again, an awesome version of Kane. Again, this is kind of what he looked like before he kind of unmasked himself. It's actually kind of a later version, I think, than the previous Kane I showed you, because you know, he's got slightly different attire and he's got the kind of mouthpiece cut out on his mask, which so this would have been, I guess, what he looked like before he unmasked himself. Like I say, a really awesome version of Kane. You know, again, it's quite a rare, quite an expensive figure to get hold of. You know, masked Kane figures are always quite desirable because, you know, Kane does look awesome with his mask on. You know, but after I had the Kane and Undertaker 2-pack Kane, like, none of the other Kane figures really looked so good to me, but it is a really awesome figure, actually. Deluxe figure, got, you know, very good articulation and everything. You know, and a good version of Kane. I like it. Okay, this is a limited edition version of Kane. This is from when he first kind of unmasked himself. You know, he comes with a mask which fits on his head very nicely, actually. Comes with like the black towel that he had like over his head, you know, when he first kind of unmasked himself. Comes with an urn. You know, this figure's not actually like from any particular series. It's just one of those limited edition figures. In fact, I've still got it mint on card. And it just kind of says like limited on the package. So you know, just one of those kind of like one-off kind of, I guess, some kind of internet exclusive figure maybe. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but he's kind of like got kind of like dirt over his face, you know, like from when he first unmasked himself, and he, you know, had that kind of like dirty face. An awesome version of Kane. In fact, I've actually had a few people asking me about this figure, you know, leaving comments on previous videos I've made on YouTube, so, you know, there's obviously a few people kind of interested in this figure, and it is pretty awesome. It probably will cost quite a lot of money to get hold of now, I'm not really sure, but I was lucky enough to kind of get it when it was first released, so I'm kind of pleased about that. It's a good version of Kane, although I'm not really a fan of unmasked Kane, but I guess because this was when he first unmasked himself, that makes it pretty cool. Okay, now this is Kane from the Classic Superstars series. It came in a 2-pack with Vader. I'm not that keen on this figure. It's very plain, very basic, doesn't come with any accessories. You know, typical modern unmasked kind of Kane. I'm not really a fan of unmasked Kane. The only reason I got this figure is because it came in a 2-pack with Vader, and I only really wanted Vader. I didn't really care about this version of Kane. But, you know, the fact that it's the only unmasked Kane figure that I really have, you know, kind of a more of a modern unmasked Kane, you know, it's kind of pretty cool, I guess. But like I say, I'm not really a fan of unmasked modern Kane, and I only got this figure because it came with a really awesome version of Vader. But You know, nothing really wrong with it. I just not really a fan of this particular version. Okay, now this is Paul Bearer, I think from Classic Superstar Series 10, I think maybe 9, 10, or 11, I think it's 10, I could be wrong. This is actually both variants of the figure, same figure, except one of them comes with the kind of like the long tie, and one of them comes with like the small kind of like bow tie. You know, they come with the same accessories, although, you know, I don't have like both figures holding all their accessories. I'm not sure if you come with the microphone or if I put that on there afterwards. I don't know, I can't remember. But like I say, the only problem with the Paul Bearer figures is the fact that they're so damn tall, and you know, he makes Undertaker look small, whereas, you know, that's a bit ridiculous. But you know, like I say, the fact that you can actually get managers, and you know, that's awesome. And it's actually quite a good likeness of Paul Bearer, just too damn tall. That sucks. So you know, kind of mixed opinions about Paul Bearer, but you know, I like it, but it would have been cool if they could have made him a bit smaller. Okay, this is the Entrance Greats Undertaker from Mattel, fairly recent figure. You know, it's an awesome version of the Undertaker. I really like it. I've noticed that he's got like kind of the more basic articulation, you know, compared to most of the Mattel figures I have. You know, the Mattel figures from like the Legends series, they kind of have similar articulation to the, you know, the kind of like the Deluxe Jakks figures. But it's a good version of Undertaker. It looks awesome on display. Comes with his hat, comes with his entrance jacket. If you're familiar with the Entrance Greats figures, they have these musical bases. You press the button and plays the entrance music. It only plays a few seconds because I've got it on demo mode at the moment. But you can flick the switch on the bottom, it plays a longer version. But I really like this version of Undertaker. It's, you know, it's a very nice old school Undertaker. One of the better Undertaker figures that I have, actually. So you know, it's cool. I like it. Okay, the last loose version of Undertaker that I'm going to show you is this old Hasbro figure, the first Undertaker figure I ever had. You know, if you're familiar with the Hasbro figures, you'll know that they do these little actions. This one does the kind of a clothesline type thing. You know, pretty cool Undertaker. This is how Undertaker looked when I first started watching wrestling. That's why I love old school Undertaker the best. So, you know, it's pretty cool. And that's the last of my loose figures. So now I'm going to show you my mint on card figures, which I don't have open. I have actually some of these figures still mint on card, but I'm only going to show you the mint on card figures which I don't have loose as well. Okay, this is Series 3 Classic Superstars Undertaker. It's actually quite a rare, expensive version of Undertaker now. You know, I was lucky to kind of get it, you know, when it was fairly new, and I didn't pay that much for it. Personally, I'm not that keen on this version of Undertaker because I don't know if you can see that on camera, but he's actually kind of a different style to the other Classic Superstars figures. A little bit like the Series 1 figure, where it looks as though they've kind of used parts from like a previous figure or something from a previous series. So you know, this is what he looks like out of the package. I've actually got all these figures actually from this series still mint on card. It was a cool series actually. So like I say, not really my favorite version of Undertaker. I don't know if you can actually see that very well. I know there's a lot of reflection, so I apologize for that, but unfortunately with mint on card figures there's not a lot I can do about the reflections on the packages. So but you know, it's a pretty cool figure to have, just because, you know, It's you know, it's fairly rare, and you know, it's Ministry of Darkness, I think, version of Undertaker. So you know, pretty cool. Okay, this is the LJN Style Undertaker from Series 13 Classic Superstars. Jack's from Series 13. Jack's actually started doing one of these LJN Style figures in every series. This was actually the first one that they'd done. When I first saw it, I actually thought it sucked. I didn't really like it, but I guess now, kind of looking back on it, I think that's a pretty cool thing for them to do. You know, it's almost like a separate series of figures. I mean, you could actually, some people probably actually chose to collect all of the LJN style figures. Back of the package shows other figures in the series, and you know, tells you a little bit about the Undertaker, debut, height, weight, finish move, just the typical stuff. So like I say, I didn't like this figure when I first saw it, but you know, I think it's pretty cool now, actually. It is a chase figure, so you know, it's kind of a rarer one, but as far as I know, they're not actually that expensive now. You know, the LJN figures, I don't think are really that desirable, so you can probably still pick it up at an okay price, but you know, it's still pretty cool. I quite like it. Okay, this is the Free Faces of Undertaker triple pack. This is actually a very desirable, very rare, expensive 3-pack. Comes with 3 different versions of Undertaker from 3 different eras. You've got the kind of old school Undertaker. You've kind of got like a kind of mid-90s, I guess, Undertaker, and then you've kind of got like the American Badass Undertaker. Pretty cool pack, you know, 3 good versions of the Undertaker. This is actually a very expensive pack, but I was very lucky when I got mine. You know, it was actually selling for more than what I was actually willing to pay, but I actually got lucky, and I actually won it off eBay for about half the price it usually sells for. So, you know, I was kind of lucky. Like I say, three really good versions of Undertaker, actually. I really love this pack. Because it's very rare, very expensive, I chose not to you know, open it up. I chose to keep it in the package. You can kind of see the figures a little bit better on the back of the box, actually. It shows him with the, you know, the USA flag on his shirt, but he doesn't actually have that on his shirt. You got the mid-card is 3-pack as well on the back with Tito Santana, Marty Jannetty, and Jim Neidhart. And like I say, cool pack. I'm glad I got this one. I really love it, and I'm gonna keep this one in the package. I'm gonna keep this one mint on card, and you know, to get 3 different versions of Undertaker and in one pack, that's awesome. I don't think that's ever been done before. Okay, the very last Undertaker figure that I'm gonna show you is this. It's actually a San Diego Comic Convention exclusive Undertaker from 2010. I was very lucky to get this actually when it was first released, kind of for the normal price. In fact, I actually bought 3 of these, and I sold 2 of them on eBay for a lot more than I paid for them. So you know, I guess they're probably like doubled in price since I bought mine. So you know, that's pretty cool. Like I say, it's a San Diego Comic Convention exclusive, which means that it's actually quite rare. It comes in this white mailer box, you know, so that you can actually protect the box that the figure comes in. So you know, that's pretty cool. You know, I really like this figure. Very nice figure. Virtually the same attire actually is like, you know, the Series 3 Classic Superstars figure that I showed you. Says Undertaker on the box. You know, back of the box shows a pretty cool picture, and you know, tells you a little story about, I guess, this version of the Undertaker. And okay, so that's the very last Undertaker figure that I'm going to show you. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you liked my collection of Undertaker, Kane, and BEARER figures. Please keep watching for more videos from Hitman SOS. And once again, thank you for watching.